shackles of time and space, we present Wed at Night!
What happens when a well-meaning, small-statured, dim-witted, financially adjacent, aspiring Twitch show host accidentally sells out his community and sends everyone on a collision course to wackiness?
I guess we'll find out.
Hi everyone, I'm Patrick Galactic. What you're about to witness is called Weird at Night. We've been a very happy stream for the last, whatever time is anymore. We've been a very happy stream. We've been sharing art, we've been sharing music, we've been laughing, we've communitied, we've done all those things, and we've still found lots of time to focus on me. But with this rapturous success came the need for more rapturous success, bigger rapturous success, eternal rapturous success. I watched a bunch of YouTube videos about how to be a successful, bigger, better, more Twitch streamer, because isn't that what you're supposed to do? That's what everyone tells you to do. So around episode 29, I made a bit of a deal with a well-reviewed Twitch community grower thingy company called Finecore. And at first, we grew like never before, and I was rolling in the dough and basically that. But what I didn't even think to take the time to understand about the binding legal document that I bound myself and all of us to without reading was that Finecore has final programming say. And you can imagine with some of our contributors, this led to a real sticky situation. And if that wasn't hilarious enough, several of the stinky hippie types in the Weird at Night universe have gone missing. One of them was returned, but went from being a friendly, knife-wielding, self-harming LSD spiritualist to a Mad Men multinational, money-munching, merciless masochist. That's neither here nor there. It's somewhere. So we now have a community of contributors and community members who don't like Finecore, but I'm bound by some pretty serious legal ramifications to adhere strictly to the stuff I recklessly agreed to. What could go wrong? I guess we'll find out!
I guess we'll find out.
Hi everyone, I'm Patrick Galactic, and what you're about to witness is called Weird at Night. We've been such a happy stream for the last whatever time is anymore. We shared art. Hi everyone, I'm Patrick Galactic, and I'm Patrick Galactic, and I watched a bunch of YouTube videos about how to be a successful, bigger, bolder, more stream. But what I didn't even think to take the time to understand about the binding legal document
I demand a refund from the planet! Should no one say ever, even if you feel like you're in the middle of anterior grade. The universe is fickle and can make your sun swap with your moon, your rising sun fall while you shake stardust from your shoulders. P.S. You should say I'm grateful for being in your solar system. Peace out.
The Wanaverse is a weird place. That much is known and understood. The things that seem to make the most sense make the least, and the least sensible things ever are all that seem to matter. Such is the case in the story of Weird at Night's mythical creature, Booger Bitch Fantasia Man. But unlike the mythical creatures of other places, Booger Bitch Fantasia Man isn't much of a mystery at all.
Yeah, that's my friend Booger. Booger and me go way back. Well, at least we did. Booger was an attendant at Trash Town where they dispose of all the VHS copies of Tom Selleck's masterpiece Quigley Down Under. Yeah, anyway, Booger got caught up in a compactor one night while I was reading James Joyce's classic Irish novel Ulysses. Anyway, nobody noticed that Booger was missing till the next day. Yeah, I was the one who discovered him, or at least discovered his clothes, but they weren't all smashed up the way you'd think. They were neatly folded. There was a note on them. Had some light perfume fragrance water lily or some such shit. It just said, I'm free.
With the confusing and somewhat fun disappearance of their friend Booger, the people in the trash community did what they always do. Went right back to doing the same shit and never mentioned Booger again. But within days of him vanishing, the people of Trash Town noticed a new phenomenon. Their clothes, hanging from lines to dry, had been neatly folded in little baskets that appeared to be assembled from high-quality trash.
And in that basket were my delicately folded clothes, a collection of Helen Hunt movies along with a 7-page dissertation of her work, and some clippings about her new movie projects. There was a note as well. It said, "What's a potato head doing with a Dorito head?" I ain't slept right since. My wife called me to the window a few days after Bug went missing. We got a nice green belt behind us. It's the only non-trash area of this planet. For all the cheese in the sky, my eyes could not be believed. There, singing merrily to himself, was a top hat wearing, Dorito head shaped, monocle styling, lobster claw having, wooden legged creature. I couldn't tell if his body was covered in fur or if he had just gotten covered in hair. You know how you roll around in hair when you're sticky, it gets stuck to you. My wife grabbed the camera and got the only shot ever achieved of Booger Bitch Fantasia Man. And then he gave us that look, the kind of look you only see in the wild. And then, with his mustachioed, weird-ass lips, he said,
Hello! Lovely to see you tonight! I've been really enjoying these Mad About You Season 3 replays.
The people of Trash Town still catch a glimpse of Booger Bitch Fantasia Man, a seeming combination of Mr. Potato Head, Mr. Peanut, a Dorito, a lobster, and Swamp Thing. But his voice can be heard laughing to the dulcet tones of About Schmidt, starring Jack Nicholson and Helen Hunt, to this day. Even now.
Helen, you are a beast of culture! A beast!
Hey, what are we doing out of the bottle? This is dangerous. A little kid might come along and think we were candy. That would be awful because we're medicine. He might even eat us. No, 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 no. This is serious. Serious. We could make you delirious. Delirious.
Ghost, doing laundry in inexplicable ways, mixing colors, presumably because everything is gray shade in Ghost World.
Without your eyes, it's really difficult to see the color spectrum. And since most ghosts lack physical eyes, they can't see the full rainbow. 'Tis a sadness for the dead, and that's just one reason laundry is a pain.
Someone's been guilty.
Sorry, Sam.
Hello, Steve Germany. Tell me, Steve, what do you think happens when a pair of shoes is exposed to smooth jazz at 420 decibels? And this pair of Gucci's will get it if I don't see you in the flesh. Come find me if you can, Steve Germany.
God damn it. I have to Weird at Night again. Okay. Nope, this ain't it. You Maltese falcon of a turd! I'm gonna tear you apart! Engineer! If you want me, this is what you're gonna get! What do you want?
Dude, it's hella late and you're screaming at the top of your lungs about shoes.
Right?
That's not good. It's keeping my kids up.
Well, fuck your kids.
Look, you're an asshole and you're really fucking weird, but I can tell you're also confused.
Right?
Are you trying to find someone?
How did you know?
Because I can hear you screaming about it from my apartment.
How else am I supposed to find the engineer?
Ever heard of Zoom?
Huh. Engineer! Where are you?
Hello, Steve. Looks like you finally found me. Not the sharpest tool in the shed, are we, Steve?
I don't even know what a shed is! Give me my fucking shoes!
Well, you're certainly a tool, I'll tell you that.
When I get my hands around your fucking throat, I'm gonna probably do this to it. You're gonna really suffer, fucker.
Well, that all sounds very nice, Steve, but let me tell you how it's going to go. Listen, Steve, I know that you think that no one could care about shoes as much as you do. And I'll tell you what, I know you care about these shoes.
My Gucci's.
But guess what? I don't give a damn fucking flying shit about your shoes.
What?
What? This, Steve?
No, my Gucci's. Not smooth jazz. Not smooth jazz. Make it stop. Anything. Anything.
So nice. The soothing sounds of smooth jazz at 420 decibels.
You son of a bitch.
Ooh.
What do you want?
Well, let me tell you, Steve. It's not about shoes. It's not even about you. I don't even give a damn about you, Steve.
What?
It's about your brother, Ryan Bryan. This will never end until I see Ryan Bryan here in my studio under my headphones.
Motherfucker! You're making me talk to Ryan Bryan to get my shoes back?
Yes. If you want them back, give me Ryan Bryan.
Fuck.
What? This, Steve?
No! No! My Gucci's! Not smooth jazz! Not smooth jazz! Make it stop! Anything! Anything!
It's about your brother, Ryan Bryan.
Damn it!
That sweet, naked, and sacred little bitch. Sorry.
Okay. Just
I
take it from there.
I shouldn't have said that.
No, that's funny. That's funny.
Is that too much?
Oh, whatever. Just go for it. This is half the crap that makes this what it is, you know?
Oh,
All right,
shit.
go for
Okay. But where should I pick it up from? Wherever.
Take it from I don't give a shit about you.
Yes. If you want them back, give me Ryan Bryan.
That's it. Perfect.
I've been asked to participate in this, like, I guess, testimonial or whatever the fuck for Shitties. After working here for a couple weeks, here's what I can tell you. It's kind of shitty and it's kind of fun. The pizza, definitely shitty, you know, consistent quality. We send people to the hospital every day. It's what we do. Customer service, it's a bitch. I had this lady get in my fucking face yesterday about the fact that her pizza didn't taste funky enough. And I told this lady, the direct quote, I sit on the toilet letting the diarrhea from last night flow out of me like spice. The shit must flow. I eat cold Taco Bell, ensuring that while I have diarrhea, I prepare for the next round of diarrhea. In that way, I'm kind of existing in multiple timelines, being in the past and the future at the same time. I'm literally fucking time traveling to make your shitty pizza. She tipped me $50.
3 cubes and every bite guaranteed.
Are you tired of pubes in your pizza?
Tonight on 60 Seconds with McGruff. Stars! Space! A void we project ourselves onto. Some say that in the stars you can see your identity. Others attribute to religious connotation, as if God poked holes in the blanket of the sky. But to get closer to knowledge about the celestial and astral objects of mystery, we must talk to an expert. The mark of a good astrologer is the skill to look at things from all perspectives and to communicate it in a way that isn't damaging but is still honest. Tonight, I interview astrologer Allie Parks, who has an excellent eye for composition as a photographer. They have an excellent instinct for light as an artist. And they are well practiced in the disciplines of yoga and bodywork, as I encourage you to learn more about at helloallieparks.com. But tonight, we ask this expert about the stars. Traditionally, in ancient times, astrology was a subject of nobility. Astrologers were considered the ones who knew, scientists with a gift for measurement and intuition. But nowadays, astrology can be looked at as something mythical, unscientific, or supernatural. So I asked our expert, what are the stars?
Well, the stars that you see at night are always there, even when the sun is shining. And they are, in fact, other suns burning far off in distant galaxies, many, 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 many light years away. And they often have planets circling them, much like our own.
Who knew the galaxy was so large? It sounds infinite. Is the universe infinite? Does this go on and on and on?
I do believe so. I believe it goes on and on and on and eventually loops back through itself as it transgresses portals of black holes and re-enters and emerges through the light again, only for it to conjoin and connect us back where we currently are.
So, Allie, what can I learn from looking at the sky about myself, me just being a simple dog in New Orleans? What can the stars mean for me? Like, am I like a Capricorn or something like that?
That's a great question, McGruff. In fact, I have your chart pulled up right here. You were born July 27th, 2021 at 6:18 p.m. in New Orleans. And you are, in fact, a Leo sun. So the sun was in the tropical zodiac of Leo, the lion, at the time of your birth.
Tropical. Interesting. New Orleans is a more gray, rainy place.
This is true. It is a gray, wet place. However, the tropical zodiac is a geocentric perspective of the solar system. So looking outward from our perspective here on Earth. And the sun was in the sector of the sky that we deem to be the astrological sign of Leo at the time of your birth.
So what does this mean? So I'm a lion? I'm not a dog?
Well, archetypally, you have lion or lioness qualities. And that often means that you, people that fall under this sign tend to be boisterous, can be loud. They can be quite proud of who they are or their abilities. Often the word arrogance is brought up when speaking about a Leo. However, they're not all bad. They can be very kind and nurturing, fierce lovers, and great, great companions. They're often the life of a party. And I fancy a Leo. There's some great things here. Mars is in the 8th house, which is the house related to death and money, like other people's resources. And so Mars, being a malefic planet of action and desire and like heated passion, is in this place of like other people's resources and like sex and death.
Death, destruction, sex, resources. Allie, I don't know if you've been watching Weird at Night or if the stars have, but how did you know what just happened at the corporate summit between the Trash Force and the Space Raccoons? What is there? I mean, that's pretty much all there is to learn about my chart, right? So that's probably not that interesting.
Oh, quite contrary. Your chart is nuanced, and I could spend a lot of time dissecting your chart. In fact, McGruff, you have some very interesting aspects.
Where does the moon fit into all of this?
Well, at the furthest point away from you, at the time that you were born, the moon, our satellite, who you see at night, was conjunct the planet Neptune, which is a very mysterious and ethereal planet that can be related to addictions and alcohol, like spirit. It's spiritus and that animation that sort of moves through us from the cosmos.
I never animated anything. As a detective, I dealt only in truth and clarity, and I was rarely wrong.
Well, your clarity and the truth may have been a little delusional at times.
Arrest that bird!
McGruff, how could you?
Can I ask you, do you like to drink?
I've had a couple White Claws in my day, if you know what I mean.
Well, I wouldn't be surprised, given that the planet of spiritus and alcohol, Neptune, is closely intermingling and sharing its energy with your emotional sense of self, the moon.
Wow, a lot is dawning on me during this interview. It makes me wonder, is this like a positive thing? Like, do you think people look up at the sky and then they get the chart read and then they learn more about themselves? Is this like helpful? Like, I feel seen. It feels strange.
Well, I think that if you are willing to take accountability for yourself and your archetypal energy, the way that you express who you are and manipulate your own free will, understanding your birth chart and the energies at play that you resonate in the world every day can be a very empowering way to own the self and to, well, do well and do good for others in your life. But I certainly think that, as with any practice or substance or ideology, it can be manipulated and it certainly can have its downfalls. I'd warn you to watch your relationship with authority. You have Saturn opposing your natal sun very closely. And so often when I see this placement, I see individuals who are opposed and or at odds with the authorities in their life and can often get in trouble or in binds with the law.
Ah, yes. I used to be the law in this town. I was a detective. Head of the crime department. But that job now belongs to Steve Germany. And here I am. And in just 60 seconds, we've covered, basically, the entire universe. Talking to Ali Parks made me realize that just as much as you are the person on the inside, you are also the world on the outside. And no matter how dark it gets, there will always be a star or a friend to help light the way. Next time on 60 Seconds with McGruff. We are objects of Earth. Therefore, we are Earthlings. Who are these alien plants among us? And what is this mysterious soil upon which they plant their roots?
Okay, enough of this trip, dudes. I got it. I do. It all came back to me during the last flashback, when I saw that face. That stupid, sexy face. There was a cruise. Magic cruise. With fucking magicians. Jesus. There was a show. Here, this is better. It's honestly a wonder everyone didn't die from fucking suicide. Long and short, the trip was raided by pirates, but something exploded in the septic tank and everyone was fucking killed. Now that part's funny. Almost everyone. Somehow a life raft with just enough blood, shit, and cotton candy on it was left floating away. After about 6 weeks of baking hot poop cotton candy, our beings fused. The memories of those who shit on the boat are my memories. I guess I'm kind of human after all. Which means then that I'm flawed. But are pink clouds perfect? Am I a real pink cloud? Are all pink clouds made of cotton candy and human shit? I guess what I'm saying is, I love you all. We're all in this shit together.
Okay, I want to thank everybody for showing up to this Zoom casting call. I know it can be a little strange, but during these pandemic times, we've all got to do something a little different. I'm sure we've all gotten to see Vlon Vergenson's legendary script. We've been trying to make this for years, and this is an exciting time for all of us. So you've received your sides, and we're simply going to go in order. Alexander, we're going to have you go first. So if you could unmute your audio and video, go for it.
Thank you so much for having me. You're an absolutely amazing casting director. I've always wanted to audition for you, and it's weird. I'm sorry we don't get to do this in person, but the parallelogram prevents us, so I guess we'll do this over Zoom. Anyway, you sent over the lines, so here we go. I hope you like it. Ah, the incessant chatter of this mind of mine. Chatter, chatter, chatter. I feel a pull, I feel a push to dig into the primal methods of art making that I haven't made the words for. Does anyone? And scene.
This isn't a musical, so we're going to have to say no. Next.
Hey man, how's it going?
Oh, it's going great, Patrick. It was so great to actually do a face-to-face with you and stuff. Thanks so much for having me on the show.
Of course, no, I love what you're doing, man. It's inspiring and
a pleasure to be on the show and stuff. But enough of sucking each other's dicks and stuff.
yeah, I mean, come on, we could blow each other all day, right?
And I mean, that would be so much fun. But I think what we should do, some icebreakers. Let's get to know each other a little bit.
Yeah, let's just jump right into it. Let's do favorite food.
Okay,
favorite food.
All right, 1, 2, 3.
Mayonnaise. Yeah. Yeah.
Yes. See,
yeah.
People underestimate mayonnaise as a food group.
As it's like it's its own group. It's like dairy, and cancer, and a lot of things all at once.
All right, next one. Favorite sport. 1, 2, 3.
Soccer.
Yeah.
Oh yeah!
It's not all the time that you are allowed to take a piss in a public stadium.
All right. I got one. Favorite animal. 1, 2, 3. Raccoon. Okay, I mean, okay, it's not the same. It's not the same, but you know.
I mean, No, it's not the same because sharks help the world and they actually do something. Sharks eat fish and they maintain like the balance of nature and stuff so that the vegetation isn't destroyed. Do you know what raccoons eat? Raccoons eat kittens. That's what raccoons eat.
Well, I mean, maybe in an isolated case, or
there's only like about 12 billion raccoons on the planet.
Raccoons also keep trash in the environment so that it's circulating, so that people don't, just like a virus, they don't just get rid of all the...
So you like the raccoons because they spread diseases? Is that what's going on?
No!
Stardust is a kitten. Do you want Stardust to die? Is that what's going on? Sounds like you want Stardust to die. Yeah. So you like the idea of rabies, like, because 92% of raccoons have rabies.
Explain how that's possible.
When they get spit out of their mom's vag. Listen, when my dad was like 5 and my uncle was 2 years old or something like that, a raccoon mauled him. And my dad had to shoot it with a .22. And that uncle, least favorite uncle ever.
So,
I think he
basically the raccoon had the right idea. The shark. The shark. What does the shark do? What has the shark ever fucking done for anybody? Is the shark adorable? Can you cuddle with the shark? Hell no. Can you cuddle with a raccoon? Hell no. They're exactly the same.
That is why they are a problem.
Because they're too brilliant?
Yeah, exactly. If you go down this in a few million years, the raccoons will overcome the earth and wipe humanity out. Raccoons are going to cause the apocalypse.
Is that such a bad thing at this point?
They do all kinds of cool stuff when they're in groups. Do you know what the scientific term of a group of raccoons is? They're called a shit stain. That's what they are. They are a shit stain. That is what you call a group of raccoons.
I don't think that's true. Okay, listen. I still like your style, but I'm getting off this fucking call. Fuck you, man. All right, so we can pause at any time. No big deal. All right.
Yeah.
Hey, man, how's it going?
Oh, it's going great, Patrick. People underestimate mayonnaise as a food group.
It's like it's its own group. It's like dairy and cancer and a lot of things all at once.
You know. And it also makes your shits super runny, which my diet. I think that's very important.
It does, man. And at least they're soft. I think that's important. I think that's important.
That does. The softer poops do help with my hemorrhoids. So
it does. It does. And when I have a sharp like javelin in my ass, mayonnaise just helps make sure that at least that's not a problem too.
All right. Next one. They destroy the natural world. 92% of them have rabies.
92%. That seems a little high. High.
True. It's true. They do. They get it from from their mom's vagina when they come out. Yeah. I'm going to say shark because that's a terrifying animal that dislike.
Yeah, well, and I have a beach going on behind me. It's even kind of cute for that reason. It's like Eat Patrick.
Yeah.
All right, cool.
All right.
I learned it. From me.
Nelson. You shoot, I'll spot. Brady, aim your gun at Nelson. Aim your gun at Nelson. If he misses, kill him.
She was smooth. I think her brother was called Patches. And she had an odd name like Patrick or something like that. Who names a kid Patrick? That's actually my confirmation name. In the name of the Tweety, the Norman, and the Holy Floyd, amen. It's strange when love hits you in a crowded room. A stage of people dancing apart but in complete unison. And all I remember is how they stayed on my knee that night.
An accelerated group, which means we're going to be doing things at a much faster pace. Cut down on the mistakes. I'll explain at dawn.
Oh, I'm sorry, you're watching footage of Louis' memories right now, aren't you? I forgot that I hadn't told you the whole story. I think you just, like me, have been completely distracted by the fact that we are still on hold with the palace, and literally any second, Weird at Night could be interrupted by the Queen themselves. The air is tense, but a good tense. Anyway, let me finish telling you about what happened to Louis before Christmas Eve. You see, he was my football coach. Then, when I dodged the draft to become a clown and lady of the night, he became a squad leader. People were getting killed, and he was getting more aggressive. Nelson and Brady were worried about his new policy, kill or be killed. You know, in a way, maybe we are still talking about love. Okay, I'll shut up now and let you watch.
Come on, let's move out. Brady, you shoot. July, spot. I'll cover the flank. Nelson, put your gun on Brady. Nelson!
You hit her, he needs one more shot.
July! One more shot!
Clear!
When I give orders, you follow them. Nelson, how come Brady's still alive? He missed. He's supposed to be dead. You should have shot him. Those are the rules.
That's enough!
You see, Nelson, it's that easy. Go ahead, shoot him, or you die. Fine. One by one, my squad got disbanded, all because of you. You had to go showing off during training. Then you had to go show Shaw the body. And then you won't listen to my new orders. I'm the only one that's left, and it's all because of you. Oh, no. You won't shoot me. Not while I'm looking at you. I know you won't.
You're right. Roll over.
Yeah, that's a real classy move. Shoot a guy in the back.
Have you been paying attention to our training method? Missing is dead. Get the new blood son of a bitch. Time to give him a taste of our training.
So like I was saying, all I remember is how they stayed on my knee. Our energies matched. I knew this was the one, but when we went our separate ways, I searched under street lamps, between alleyways and under dinner trays, the cabinets. I checked the closets, the boxes, the bags, note cards and lemon curds, turmeric bottles and dish rags. I returned back to my office, wondering, will I ever see my love again? Will they ever sit upon my lap one more time? And when I came home from seeing the Ron Weinstein trio for the 8th night, there she was, my vigilante, my perfect assistant, our newest detective, an office flirt, a jerk, a rude seamstress, and a playful cat, Stardust. Welcome to New Orleans, baby.
We knew what it was, this little thing we had created. I think they call it love, but we ain't never had to say it. On my mind, all the time.
So this is a telephone. Let's make a call.
I'll call you back.
I need a favor.
Don't you have a fucking shooter rescue?
Fuck you. I need you to meet someone. He works in a recording studio. He said he's a huge fan. Yeah, we'll get to you soon. You better shut up those Gucci's real nice for me, engineer. What's that? How are we gonna get there?
I don't drive. My mom can probably take us to the studio.
Well, little brother, it's times like these that make me wonder why we have always hated each other so much.
Aside from the fact that you accused me of murder.
Right.
And alerted the police of my whereabouts for years and told everyone I killed Dad.
Right.
And put signs up everywhere telling people I'm a danger and to avoid me, which meant I had no friends. And the fact that Mom sent you away to New Orleans as a child because you were so insufferably curious about Dad's disappearance and couldn't stop talking about shoes, meanwhile giving me all the attention and love she denied to you.
Well, little Bo Rye, those problems are all in the past. Stevie G's gonna get you introduced to your new engineer.
All right, Mom will pick you up at 11:30 p.m. on Saturday. No funny shit.
Shotgun! All right, it's happening Saturday. Shine those Gucci's up real nice and pray there isn't a scuff, you son of a bitch. Fucking here. I brought your fucking collateral. Get over here! Now, where are my fucking Gucci's?
Steve, that's so good to see you. I had no idea you were coming.
What the fuck are you wearing?
This whole thing.
Now, where the fuck are my Gucci's?
Oh, we'll get to the Gucci's. Ryan, it's so good to see you. I have to tell you, I'm a huge fan.
Well, I mean, I'm not that surprised, I guess. I have a lot of huge fans, you know.
Well, yes, and I've been following your career for years, and I want you both to meet Roger. Roger is a good friend. What's that, Roger? Oh, well, yes, well, they're friends. We don't have to do that to them, Roger. Not this time. Not... Shut up, Roger. We'll have special time later.
Aren't you supposed to be like a engineer, not like a plant fucker?
Well, I wear a lot of hats.
Enough of this flim-flam bullshit! Where are my Gucci's?
Relax, Steve. We'll get the Gucci's. Let's go to the other studio and I'll show them to you. To the Gucci's!
It's time for me to get my fucking babies back. All of this! Everything you've done! All for this idiot!
There is genius in that boy. You have no idea what he's capable of.
If you think genius sounds like shit,
That's exactly what this moron has for you. I'm taking these fucking shoes, and I never want to see your bullshit again.
Have at it, Steve. It's been a pleasure doing business with you. You fucking idiot. Ryan, I'm so glad that you could make it. I know you don't know why you're here, but I have something to tell you, and an offer.
An offer?
Yes, I think it would be great if, well, let me put it this way. Your music is good, but it's not that good, and it's more bad than good. It's really terrible. And so I would like us to work together, father and son.
What?
And
You're not my dad.
I'm your dad.
You're not my dad.
I'm your fucking dad.
Look. You can't be my dad because
I'm
I killed
dead.
my dad. You can't be my dad because I fucking killed my dad.
Well, I'm alive. Here I am.
Oh, really? Okay. Well, that just makes a lot of fucking sense.
Well, ask your mother. She knows.
Oh, I'm going to.
Yeah.
Like, I talk to her
Call her
every
right
day.
now. Call her right now.
I would, but I don't have my phone on me.
Well, use mine.
Oh, fantastic.
There you go.
All right. Yeah, just
Call her up.
Okay, all right.
She remembers.
I'm doing it right now.
Yeah.
I'm doing it right now.
All right. All right.
Hey, Mom, it's Ryan calling from, Oh, you already know this number. The engineer is telling me that Dad's not my real dad, and that he is. Oh. He is. That's fucking crazy that you didn't tell me that, ever. Till right. Alright, bye, Mom. Okay.
So there you have it.
And you want to make a record?
Yes, Ryan, we could make the greatest, most unshitty record that you've ever made together, father and son.
And you said that I'm good?
You're... sometimes...
You said I'm good. You said I'm good. You said I'm good. All right. I'm in. All right.
Let's make a record!
Let's make a record! Family record! You're running! You're running! Woohoo! Yeah!
All right, fucking stop.
It's a little loud.
Calm down.
Little loud. Soft rock revolution.
Yeah, keep it. It's soft rock. Keep it.
Yeah, that's respectable.
How's that, Dad? It's great. It's really good. It's fucking terrible. It's so fucking bad. I can't even. It's the worst fucking shit I've ever heard.
I mean, you know, it's going great. It's always going great, right? Like, it's the Rye guy. It's Rye. Me and Dad, we're a team now. And I didn't even. No, I wasn't even accused of killing my actual father. You know what I mean? So it's just nothing but good news from here. Hey.
You know, I thought he had a lot of talent, you know, because you can hear that his music is you know, it's somewhat good, mostly bad, mostly terrible, but there's little tiny nuggets of not shitty in there, but it turns out he's very shitty.
Everybody wants a beater. Everybody come and see now. Say hi to the Booger Queen.
It's called Love Is Not Dead. It's called Marching From This Murder I Go. It's called Symphonic Cats.
How would you describe the genre of music?
Oh, I mean, it's soft rock all the way, baby. It's not this metal shit like yacht rock, you know what I mean?
Ryan Bryan falls into the category of music that makes you want to gouge your own eyes out with forks and then eat it and then shit it out and eat it again because it would be better than listening to the fucking music.
They say playing maracas is hard. Look at this.
No maracas. Maybe no shakers. No shakers. Thank you.
Dad, come on.
No. Well, I came out of the womb in a set of headphones. I was born listening to Bachman Turner Overdrive, along with other great prog rock bands of the 60s and 70s, King Crimson, Yes, and many other symphonic elements. So when I was 2 years old, I began orchestrating my own symphonies, and I was quickly laughed at and ridiculed out of Carnegie Hall because I was still in diapers, which is not fair, mind you. But since then, I've been working mostly in noise rock and ambience.
Oh, that was so lame. Dad knows Lars Ulrich, right? Which is supposed to be like...
I'll tell you this. Lars Ulrich is a very underrated human being. I find him to be a very pleasant individual, and people talk a lot of shit about him, but we have a lot in common. We like all kinds of things. We like pickled herring. We enjoy, golfing. A very pleasant individual, and it was just a wonderful experience.
Dad's like friends with Lars Ulrich, which is so lame. They're just like sitting there playing tennis. Dad can't see shit. And it's just Lars clowning on him the whole time. It's kind of pathetic.
All right, a lot of people don't know how to do a cover song on drums. I'm going to show you right now how to do Waiting for a Girl Like You by Foreigner.
So long, I've been looking too hard, I've been waiting too long. Sometimes I don't know what I will find. I only know it's a matter.
All right, just stop.
Harshing my mellow here.
Over there. Go. Well, I thought the relationship would be a bit smoother. I've been waiting a long time to connect with Ryan on that level where it's father, son, mentor, mentee, student, teacher. But now it's just more like me and fucking asshole. Shitty fucking asshole with no talent, bullshit Okay, breathe. Roger, I need special time. Where's Roger?
How many instruments do you play on this record?
Yeah, all of them. I play all of them. Look, when you want to bring in the best, okay, you call the Rye guy. You call Ryan Bryan. Now, I've told you before, I've made many records. They just didn't happen to get cleared for copyright infringement, and so they weren't legally available to be released. But I'm no rookie at this, okay? Dad may know a lot, but so do I.
And, I wouldn't have to replace every fucking track on the record. I have to go back. I have to sing all the parts. I have to play all the instruments. I have to rewrite all of the songs because I can't release this fucking nonsense. It's bullshit. It's fucking bullshit.
Did I kill my dad? My stepdad? Or did the world?
For the love of God, hit it here.
How's that, Dad?
It's great. It's really good. It's fucking terrible. It's so fucking bad. I can't even. It's the worst fucking shit I've ever heard.
I mean, it's going great. It's always going great, right? Like, it's the right guy.
Do you regret telling Ryan that you're his father?
Absolutely. If I had never done this, I would never be here. I wouldn't have to be dealing with his fucking narcissistic bullshit.
it's interesting because the technique I notice him using most often is where he runs out of the engineering booth and screams at me to stop. But he's informed me that that's actually a kind of like a form of like shock therapy almost, just so that I'm not distracted when I'm doing my takes.
All right, stop. You're hurting the plans. Beatrice, Bernice, are you okay? Sweet babies. This is fun. Sweet babies. Just don't touch it anymore.
I thought it was going to be Lick Me Lusciously, but it's actually turned out to be Hand Jobs from Heaven. It's just such an epic track. There's bongos. There's symphony orchestra that hasn't shown up yet, but Dad says they're on the way. And Hand Jobs from Heaven. There's like 50-part chorus, 50 vocal tracks. Just Hand Jobs from Heaven.
Stop! Stop! Not that I'm aware of. The Rye Guy was the only one that I was able to pop out there before my experiments with loud symphonic rock and smooth jazz caused me to become sterile due to the overexposure of high decibel frequencies. So Rye is all I have. He's all I have. He's all I have.
Queen! Trying this new falsetto thing, it's super cool. Very Brian Wilson-esque. That's what a lot of people have told me. I made up this chord too. How big will this record be? That's a great question. Well, I think, I think if you took Thriller and then you combined it with the Eagles' greatest hits, it would be about 1/3 of how big this will be.
He's more of a Justin Bieber, but shittier and less talented and not as good looking and all around just not as decent of a human being.
Everybody run to mother, go back where it's clean.
Freed from the shackles of time and space, we present Weird